Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in again today. Appreciate you all very much. Thank you. Alright, we have another one here from CBR, and it is Remo Williams series in development from Better Call Saul EP. Remo Williams of the Destroyer pulp novel series is coming to the small screen with the help of Better Call Saul writer and producer Gordon Smith. Smith is a writer and executive producer of Netflix's hit Breaking Bad spinoff Better Call Saul. Is developing a new show based on the long-running series of Destroyer action novels for Sony. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Smith will write and executive produce the series with Adrian Ascaray, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I'm very sorry, of Prime Universe Films as another executive producer. They intend to use a larger library of existing material to create a cohesive and iconic international action-adventure universe retaining the sardonic humor of the books. Let's hope they go more along with the books than The Witcher did. Let's just hope. Who is Remo Williams? The Destroyer novels revolve around a former Newark street cop, Remo Williams, who is sent to prison for a crime he didn't commit after a secretive government organization set up by President John F. Kennedy fakes his death and whisks him away. Remo is trained to become a U.S. government assassin. The first novel was published in 1971. The series reached peak popularity in the 70s and 80s. To date, over 150 Destroyer novels by different authors have been published. The last one, Monumental Terror, came out in 2019. Now, the series won't be the first time Remo Williams crosses over into the media, including comics in 1985. A cinematic feature bearing the confident title Remo Williams: The Adventure Begins, directed by James Bond veteran Guy Hamilton, was released with the intention of launching an American Bond-like franchise starring the late-termers actor Fred Ward. It bombed at the box office and didn't generate any sequels. However, it is something of a nostalgic cult classic over the years. And there have been several attempts to bring Remo Williams back to the big screen and small screen. Like its theatrical predecessor in 1988, TV Pilot failed to launch a series. In 2014, Iron Man director Shane Black attempted a cinematic reboot that didn't come to fruition. Okay, now, I am a fan of Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins, with Fred Ward, the first movie. Well, the only movie, I guess you could say, at the moment. And I read the Marvel comics. In case you all didn't know, Marvel put out a series of black and white books, like the black and white Conan books they used to have, the big magazine size book. There were several issues of the Destroyer. They didn't call it Remo Williams; they just called it the Destroyer because it was more based on the books than the movie. But it was very good. The comics were very good. They were funny. Had a lot of humor in them. And the art was great in them. And then there was a failed TV pilot. Now you can actually go on YouTube and look up that pilot. It did not star Fred Ward. It was a different person in the role of Remo Williams. It was actually someone called Jeffrey Meek. Now, in the role of Chun was Roddy McDowell. And you may know him from Fright Night. He was Peter Vincent, of course, in Fright Night. The original Fright Night, of course. Now, in this day and age, you probably would not get away with casting someone like a Roddy McDowell in that role. They will obviously cast an Asian gentleman. You would think they would anyway. But back then, of course, they just hired Roddy McDowell, and they put some makeup on him to give the appearance of an Asian gentleman. The pilot was okay, not great. You can see why it kind of didn't take off, but you know, they tried. But I am a fan of the Remo Williams character. I've read some of the books. Of course, I read the comics, as I mentioned. Love the movie. But I'm kind of hopeful for it if they don't try to, you know, over politicize everything and make it ultra woke, you know, as they tend to do these days. Because that seems to be a thing that's happening. The woke stuff is kind of on a rejection decline. There's a lot of stuff they're trying to put out there that's ultra woke or super woke that is just failing on every level. And I think the studios are kind of starting to take a little bit of notice of that. It's slow. It's very slow. But there seems to be an sort of a slow rejection of the woke stuff. It's little by little, people are realizing, you know, we don't like it, we don't have to watch it. We don't want it, we don't have to watch it. So it's kind of doing that just a little bit, it seems to me. But I suppose we'll see. I'm kind of hopeful for a Remo Williams series if they don't go that route anyway. If they just make fun, action, adventure, kind of comedy, funny, you know, if they go with that route, then I'm hopeful. But if they try to shove all the identity politics into it for the sake of identity politics, it'll probably fail like everything else, or most everything else. Which is sad because, you know, like I said, I like Remo Williams. I like the character. I like Chun. I thought Chun was a great character, especially in the comics. But I guess we'll see. Tell me what you think. Are you hopeful for the new Remo Williams series? You think it'll be good? You think it'll flop? What's your opinion? Please tell me in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate anybody that takes the time to watch the videos. And I definitely appreciate anybody who subscribes. And I want to thank, again, everybody who took the time. Okay. Everybody take care. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.